and you really must tune in. He's ironic, iconic, maybe bionic. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Genius. He's a genius.
Hi, I'm Annina Kaski from Nerd Genius, and I've got John Noble here with us today. So many questions I want to ask you. It's always hard picking out one, but I think one thing people are really, really excited about are the Batman games. And you're voicing a character in that. What was it like doing a video game?
I'd done a very good video game a few years ago called Noire, and
yes, very good.
which was in itself a strange incident. The man that created it was an Australian fellow who was quite a friend of mine, and he said to me, "I'm going to try these new techniques. Will you come in and be my guinea pig?" And this is motion capture and all those things. It was quite a long time ago. And I said, "Yeah, I'd like to." And then he called. I was in America, and he said, "Can you come back and just do a few more of those captures?" And I went. He flew me back to do that just for a couple of days. And then I was doing Fringe, and he contacted me and said, "We're going to film in Los Angeles any time, any chance you can be there." I said, "You bet." So that's how that. It was very exciting. Beautiful game.
How does it differ from, for you, just from doing film or TV?
Well, I've always liked doing voice work. I've narrating documentaries and so forth. It's always been interesting. As a young actor, I started in radio drama, so I've always found it interesting. Look, you have to. The basic premises of acting are the same wherever you are, but there's technical differences in everything, you know. And this is a specific technical field that you work in, and I know how to do it pretty well now after all these years. And so I like doing it. And with this this new game is astonishing. Really, I've not seen the game in total, but obviously I've seen the graphics blow your mind away. But you've both seen the shorts anyway. Just astonishing. And the producers kept working and working. They said, "We are not going to present a game with any flaws." You know, a couple come out recently that were a bit dodgy, and they just kept going back and back and back until they got every. And finally, Warner Brothers had to say to them, "Please stop writing. We've got to release this sometime this decade," you know.
But you find like video games have become more of the kind of character-driven story now.
Totally.
You know, they kind of match up with like film genre in a way, because you've got the bigger budgets, you've got more character-driven stories, and you've got more polarizing characters that you can play. And as you said, you've done a lot of voice acting. To see something like that on screen, it must be mesmerizing.
Well, particularly going back to the LA Noire, where we actually then went in and acted the scenes out, you know, covered in dots, and our acting was used as well, and so the characters looked like us. That was particularly interesting to do as well.
It's one of my favourite games actually, because I know the studio that produced it went bust, but it was very different in terms of the motion capture and the ways that the characters perceived.
It broke new ground.
Yeah, very much so.
Very much broke new ground. And I kind of had the sense, and I was extremely proud to be involved with that. I have the sense this new game will be similar.
There's one question I want to ask you, being like a sci-fi fan myself. What was it like working on Fringe with Leonard Nimoy, someone who's seen as a polarizing figure in the sci-fi community?
It's the sort of thing you think will never happen in your life. You don't even know if he's still in this universe. You know that he was that big. And so when they said Leonard Nimoy's coming on, I thought, my goodness me, but he must be 150 by now. That was my impression of him. Anyway, this beautiful man came on set, and I basically had all these scenes with me, and we got on so well. We became friends.
You could tell the chemistry was there between the two
totally.
of you.
He was just a beautiful human being, and. So, speaking of dead friends, you know, this year has not been easy in that respect.
I can understand that totally, because you've probably made a lot of friends in the projects that you've done, and to see people basically
to pass, as we all do. But and this year we've lost a few. But he was just, I don't know, we just connected. The interesting thing that many people don't know is that Leonard was quite deaf towards the end, and I didn't realise at first, and I could see him watching me terribly carefully, and if I turned away from him or mumbled, because I got a very deep register which doesn't help him, and so finally he said, "Can you say your words to me?" He was slip reading. So he knew all my lines as well as his. And we'd sit for hours outside and just talk about the world. He was also a very gifted photographer, as you know.
He's a very worldly individual as well, very mesmerising in itself, very polarising in a sense.
Polarising, absolutely, but because of that all, he was a beautiful human being. I mean, a very special human being, as well as being this legendary character. I felt very, very honoured to have known him, and particularly to have worked with him. I think I might have done the last scene that he ever did with him. You know, it's just, that's kind of inspiring, awe-inspiring for me.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of an honour, sir, it's been an honour talking to you today, because you've been amazing with us, and you know, just it's so fun to kind of meet people that you've
Thank you.
been so mesmerised with the industry itself. You know, as you said, with your character in Fringe, it's been such a big thing, and also putting yourself into an iconic role in the new Batman game as well. You've kind of cemented yourself in the eyes of the gaming community and
Thank you.
and the community in general.
Very kind.
Thank you very much, sir. This is Michael Burhan, Annina Kaski, and of course John Noble saying that we've got gameplay. Have you?
See you guys.
Thank you very much,
you
sir.
That's good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That really is a waterline as well, I could imagine.
Oh, he'd like that. That's the whole world, wouldn't it?
Zero.